Right. Are we going? Are we live? Are we slightly slower this time? Are we fucking terrible at streaming? Excellent. Doug, good to have you, mate. Welcome. Hopefully you can see the game, as I am currently in the dark. What an absolute fucking shit show. Still can't see the fucking broadcast at all, so this is going swimmingly. Let's see if I can jump back in as a viewer rather than the streamer. Fucking hell, loading. It's going well. Mark Kerr, 4.8 million. Can I? I've got 16.5 million. Let's give 5 million. Alright, they went for 6 million, cheeky fucks. Can I see anything there? Still no. Oh, I can see it on the little... There we go. Now I can see. Right, here we go. Brilliant. Okay, so if there is anybody now watching and can see the stream all okay and can hear me, that would be fantastic if you could say hello, just so I'm not talking into the void. Let's get another fucking beer going. I hope nobody else was unfortunate enough to have to watch Leicester completely fucking capitulate. Aston Square, good to have you back, mate. Hopefully you can hear me, you can see me, it's all okay, and it's now not going to fucking fire through the game like some sort of demonic bullet. We might actually be able to watch the fucking commentary and see what's going on. Jesus wept. Our racing Andorra in the fucking Champions League, but I'm not. Horrendous. Sounds good. Brilliant. Thank you very much, big man. Appreciate that. Oh. Right. The annoying thing is now, because I'm used to that ridiculous speed of the game, now the loading fills me with dread. But I've got fibre internet coming next week, so it's all going to be much better. Oh, Rangers have got a new manager. Chewy link with St Johnstone. Fuck right off. Jamie Langfield's moved. Top man. Leave him in the first team squad for a bit. Dougie Noah back again, mate. Top man. And Steve's in as well. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. 6.5 million for Mark Kerr seems fair to me. He's not going to want to come, but let's give it a fucking bash. For those of you just joining, the big news. Darren Fletcher injured for 6 months. Fuck's sake. And we defeated the pride of Yugoslavia in the first game. Who else but Chewy back twice? Of course he fucking did. And they are up next again in the next game. There's a nice big gap between that game and Aberdeen, so I don't think I'm going to bother resting any players. Let's get through to the third round of the Dorothy Toto Cup. And hope that the rains down on Africa. Something. There's a fucking Toto band joke there somewhere, but I'm too pissed off that Leicester lost. And I've had a few beers, so Right, straight into it. See, that's a bit better. We can see what fuck's going on now. Granted, nothing's going on, so I needn't have fucking bothered, but it's the thought that counts. Oh dear. Oh, that's... We've conceded to a Yugoslavian fucking part-time team. Oh, fuck's sake. I mean, nobody's playing poorly, but that's just... I think my idea potentially to not rest anybody is falling flat on its arse. Let's get him involved. He's fucking knackered, so Darren Kenton involved. Malafea, I'll give Barneveld, give Big Raymond a shout at debut, and fucking hope for the best. Ugh, this is fucking horrible to see. How am I holding on to a 1-goal fucking lead over the leg to this shower of shit? Oh, this is depressing to watch. Would you fucking score? No, not you. Oh, dear me, that was fucking painful. One shot on target, oh, that's fucking disgusting. Oh my fucking days. Oh, fucking terrible substitution. Right. We'll strike that one off. Through to the next round of the Intertoto Cup. Barely. Fucking hell, that was poor. Fucking hell. Squad numbers to be decided. I don't think there's many players that don't have squad numbers that need them. Darren fucking Fletcher needs a number. He might get some games. And he'll get some games. That's about it. Fuck it. Everybody else can live with what they had last year. Did anybody watch the Leicester game earlier? If not, spoiler alert, we were shit. Let's see who we get. We're going to get a big team here, I can fucking tell. Fucking knew it. I knew we'd end up with a big team. Fucking Zenit Petersburg. Jesus, that's some figures there. Andrei Arshavin. Oh, wow. 75k, wants to move to a bigger club with those stats, mate. I'll buy him. I didn't know he was on this game. Never bought him. Looks fucking decent, to be fair. Igor Denisov, I know I've heard of him as well. Alexander Kurzakov, heard of him. Don't know if he's any good. Malafeyev, obviously a decent keeper. Oh, I'm getting fucking beat by these. Jesus. Got no manager though, so that potentially a good thing. I'm at home first leg. Oh, I don't fucking know. I don't expect to win the Intertoto Cup anyway, to be fair. Nice romp around Europe, maybe. Oh, Mark Kerr. Come on. You know you want to come and play for us. No, you fucking don't. Give 5 million. I'm going to pay you off, mate. You come and play. It's going to cost you absolutely nothing if we get relegated. You can move, because we're not going to get relegated. You can have all the bonuses. That is literally the best I can offer you. Walter Pandiani. I'm only sort of buying him as a vanity buy, so I'm trying to fucking throw too much money at him, but I doubt he'll get a fucking... Now I've thought about it, I don't think he'll get a work permit anyway. It's not like I can give him 38 grand a week. Ugh. I mean, bottom line for Ayr is, start of this season is not as painful as the start of last season, where the board built a stadium that was too big for us, didn't have any fucking money to spend, and very little fucking hope. Jamie Buchan, now playing for Motherwell. But Justice Christopher was one that I tried to get. Looks alright, 21, decent. But even though we agreed terms, couldn't get a work permit, so never mind. Never mind. And he wants to go there instead of here. That's completely fine, you absolute shit whistle. Just have to beat Aberdeen repeatedly now. Or Motherwell. But both of them, to be fair, they're both in the same fucking league. Well, we're in European competition. Why you got a problem playing a European competition? Oh, fuck, it's because they fucking beat me to the actual European competition by a goal difference last season, didn't they? The fucks. Gee, fucking Intertoto Cup again. I'm gonna have to move things around here. I might actually look at the condition this time. See if anybody's properly fucked. I haven't got another left back that's any good. He's gonna have to play. These are terrible condition wise. Fuck it. Just get it over with. Over and done with. Let's lose this game, get it out of the way, then we can start the fucking league. That should have been a penalty, probably. Okay, didn't see which way it was, but well, that's a fucking dull first half. I mean, we shaded it, but still not very fucking good, is it? He's knackered again. He's fucked. Got no one that can play there. Right, let's fucking try that. That's not going to do anything. He's got 100%, so he can come on. What's his heading like? Decent. give him a shout. Hope for the best. It's a lot of possession. They're doing pretty well. Still restricted them to no shots on target. Just not doing anything at the minute, which is a shame. 0-0 at home. Gonna have to go to Russia and try and get something. And their keeper being Enzo again with a fucking man of the match performance. It's unfortunate for Neil Scally that brought him in, but he's not going to get his fucking position back when he's playing like this. God knows why he'd go to Liverpool instead of Ayr, but fair play to him. Fucking hell, they're taking the piss now. Tried by everyone on my list. Fucking £6 million for Mark Kerr going to Liverpool. Oh. Fuck it, let's keep drinking. Probably should have checked really when the next Intertoto Cup game is, because I've got a funny feeling it's going to be somehow before that first game of the season. Yep, I had a fucking feeling it would be. So they've moved to the first game of the fucking season for me so that I can play the second round of the fucking Intertoto Cup. Jesus wept. Now, where have we seen that before? Sanchez Brotto goes to Dundee. There we go. Ian Duncan Smith. Good prospect for the future. To be fair, looks alright. Doesn't look shit. 12 for finishing. Let's give him a contract. 230 quid. No worries. Ian Duncan Smith. Off to Russia. Fucking hell. I'll tell you what, one thing that's probably worth doing, investing in youth development. There we go. We're going to bulk up the training facilities. How are they adequate at the minute? We want them better. Come on, David. Fucking hell, no wonder we got Ian Duncan Smith coming through. We got fucking David Cameron as chairman. Fucking hell, we're a bunch of fucking Tories. Fucking Blue Noses through. It's good, to be fair. I want them going far in Europe. Keeping their eye off the league. Give me a chance to be less shit. To be fair, I think I need a bit more investment in the defence. So if anybody can shout out some defenders that I should be looking at. All across the back four, to be fair. Not any freebies on there. Jason Kalina. 0 chance I get a work permit for him. Barry Van Gallen. Who the fuck is Barry Van Gallen? He looks alright in fairness. Why he's on my shortlist, I don't know. Ooh. Geezer. I don't need strikers. I need fucking defenders. Let's have a look. Oh my fucking days, I'm having a shocker here. Fucking 23. He's a player I normally like to bring in early, but he's getting on a bit now and he's not played games. Austin McCann, how much is he out for? 2 months. Fucking 20 for finishing as a defender. Jesus. Champ mega save. Good to have you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your journeyman save and your teenagers only save. I've not had a lot of chance to go back to mine. My teenagers only save at Man U. Spent a shit ton of money, and to be fair, I've not had a lot of output as yet. Let's pop him in there. Fair play, mate. Fair play. I've been on the journeyman save today. I won the Polish league with Slask Rowclaw. A tough gig starting. It really is. Man United has been an absolute struggle. But yes, Slash Rowclaw, who I picked above a couple of other teams because Malafair. Because I'd never managed never managed in Poland before, and because Leicester City legend Marcin Wasilewski was in the team, and he was their best player, to be fair. So I picked them. First season, I just couldn't topple Whistler at all. Bollocks. They were just too strong, really fucking strong. But this second season, I managed to bring in Radislav Kaluzhny, because I've been doing it with, because I was in Poland, I bought only Polish players. Sort of added a little twist on the journeyman save, and Kaluzhny is obviously the best Polish player on this game, and he got let go on a free by Cottbus, so I speculatively threw in a fucking hell, I'm going out of the Intertoto Cup here. And to my surprise, he came in. Actually, he's done well as well. Fucking Chewies. Five minutes, no chance. Yeah, we are out of the Intertoto Cup. Our first foray into Europe ends in heartbreak and a vodka-related headache. Yeah. But yeah, I've been very lucky in this journeyman save. Absolutely ran away with the UEFA Cup. Fuck knows how. Every team I played, every round I played of the journeyman save in the UEFA Cup, just seemed to be a really fucking tough team every single round, and I managed to fucking win the UEFA Cup second season with Slash Growclaw, who up until a couple of weeks ago I'd never fucking heard of. So that was brilliant. I'm enjoying that save. Yeah, Champ Mega Save. Thank you very much for that retweet, mate. Really, really appreciate it. Oh, you just popped back in. I really appreciate the retweet, Champ Mega Save. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, mate. I shouldn't really be talking about my journeyman save that I'm enjoying, but I'm with Racing Genk now. I've just managed to sign Emil Mpenza, Season 3. And he's going to make a fucking big difference to Racing Genk. But focus now is on Ayr United. And hopefully I can now get to the fucking first game. Ooh. Egypt manager sacked. Let's see if I can be the Egypt manager as well. So that'll be a first as far as streaming goes. Have we got any international managers streaming their fucking Champ Manager games? No chance. Apples, good to have you, mate. I'm assuming your name is Les and not Apples. There we go. A young goalkeeper can go in the reserves. Young keeper coming in. Have I got... I know this is annoying to watch, but I am a real stickler for getting my training set up. Anybody up to 23, I have a training set up straight for. Has to be done. I have no idea if it actually does anything, but I've got it in my head somewhere along the line, along the 20 years that this game has been out, that this makes a big difference, the training, and that I have to do it every single time. It's one of those little quirks. Oh, thank God. I'm gone out of the fucking the Scottish Premier League. Brilliant. Oh, no, mate. Yeah, Will's nice to have you, mate. Yes, Dougie Noah, you are not wrong. You're a Man United fan, great. To be fair, I'm glad Man City are not going to be in the Champions League this year, so that the top 5 teams, Ian, big man, good to have you. That there's 5 teams in the Champions League, so it gives us a chance to potentially still be in the Champions League when we definitely finish 5th. We just haven't come out of the gate since the lockdown's finished. Leicester have just been piss. Really, really poor. Do I want... fuck it. It's someone I can sell at the worst case. He looks alright. Barry Van Gallen. He's got decent stats. Yeah, Manu look a lot better. Now Pogba's back. Yeah, I don't think we'll get Jason Kalina, but that'd be lovely. Chelsea obviously look great since they've come back. Man City come flying out the traps. It's a real shame for Leicester to just seem uninterested since they've come back. It's almost as if they've They've taken third place for granted. I think we're already down to fourth now, and yeah, fucking Man U flying up there. Fucking Wolves I'm worried about, let alone Man U. So, just... It's a shame. Real shame. Because that first half of the season, we were brilliant. Us and Chelsea were the sort of thinking man's team to watch as far as young, talented English players are concerned. 10.5 million for Bruges. Now he's a fucking baller of a player. And I've got the money. I might. The problem is I've now got Enzo Maresca. He's been fantastic. Back down to 5 subs now. I'm not in Europe. Rosario needs to be playing again. Is it really Leicester against Man U last game of the season? Fucking hell. Anybody else needs wiggling about there? I don't think so. Rangers first game of the season. Right, let's all cross our fingers and fucking hope. After that shit show out in Russia. Don't expect to be getting anything out of this game. Last year's SPL winners against the fucking bottlers of air who fucking finished fourth. Yes! Oh, it's a bit of hope. Oh, off the ball from Heskey. Jesus wept. Anderson's having another very good game. Maresca having a fucking great game. The two forwards finally clicking by the look of it. Jordanos has been poor this start of the season. Maybe he doesn't like flying. Penalty. Oh, that's bullshit. That was a definite pen. Chewy! What a start to the fucking SPL season this is. If it stays like this, obviously. Oh, disallowed. That would have been icing on the cake, that. Fucking 2-0. 11 shot. That's much better. Much, much better. Celtic come out of the fucking traps flying as well. I don't know who the fuck that is. He doesn't play for me. Not bothered. I'm going to say, fucking hell, I've already got Darren Fletcher out for 6 months. I need another fucker out for that time. Oh, except he's not going to want to come here. Yeah, I didn't think so. Never mind. Oh, excuse me. France, Italy in the 2003 Confederations Cup final. League Cup, a favourite of the Ayr fans. I'll be honest, I'm hearing a lot of clicking in my ear. Is anybody hearing that on the stream? Like a crackling of some sort? I hope not, anyway. I hope it's just these fucking headphones and me being pissed. Ooh. Gareth Williams is great on this game. Look at them stats, fantastic. Absolute dog shit for Leicester in real life. I love that 20 creativity. I love the 15 passing. Pace, he's got some really good stats. Scottish, so he might want to come up here. I fucking doubt it. Berwick, we're off. Berwick, the English club that's in the Scottish League? Am I right in saying that? I feel like that's one of those fucking general knowledge nonsense questions I know the answer to. Are you going to want to come? No. What a surprise. Who gives a shit about the FIFA Club World Cup? I can see the Liverpool fan. It's furiously it's furiously tapping the button there of people who give a shit about the FIFA fucking Club World Cup. I suppose that is one of the few things before this year that Liverpool have actually won. So yeah, it's fair that you would give a shit about that. How disappointing is it as a Liverpool fan to have won the Premier League, A, after both Blackburn and Leicester City, and B, during a pandemic when you can't really celebrate it? I mean, I know as a Leicester fan, I was down south, so I wasn't in Leicester when we won the Premier League, and it felt weird not being at the epicenter of the celebrations. I mean, don't get me wrong, as soon as the fucking final whistle blew at Stamford Bridge when Spurs bottled the title race, my fucking phone exploded in my hand. All I wanted to do was ring my dad and celebrate with him, because he was the one who got me into football. He was the one who sort of made me a Leicester fan. And he was like the fourth fucking phone call I got to, because every time I put the phone down to somebody to celebrate with them, somebody else would ring before I could get to my dad. And I just can't imagine it now as a Liverpool fan, just being so isolated in those celebrations. You know, even down south, I had people I could go out and see, and yeah, I think you're right. I think knowing that you'd already won the league before all this happened, I think that, I hope it didn't take too much of a shine off it for you, because to be fair, Liverpool, best team in the league this year, deserve it. They've been building to it for a while, and Klopp has done it in the right way. You were very unlucky last season that Man City were just so clinical. And you almost learnt from that last year, and the Van Dijk and Alisson additions were the missing pieces. You know, it would have been difficult for you to win the Premier League with a Karius or an Adrian or a Mignolet in goal. You know, even at Leicester, we have probably got one of the worst squads, ability-wise, to have ever won the Premier League. You know, if you put our 11 up against any of the other 11s, that first team 11s that had won the Premier League over the last, since 1992, I think you would struggle to get more than Vardy and Mahrez and Kante into any 11. It's exactly that. It's a case of I think maybe I'm biased as a Leicester fan, but I hope that shows a bit of a level of realism there as well, because we've been shit for so long, so fucking. I was there when we were down in League One. I was with us for the Championship years, the fucking Division 1 years, the in the playoff final 4 years in a row and fucking losing it 3 years out of those 4. So I think that sort of made winning the league even more special. So with Liverpool having been painfully unsuccessful over the Premier League era, and being so dominated by Man United and Arsenal and Chelsea, and to a certain extent in recent years Man City as well, I hope that the real achievement of Liverpool winning the Premier League this year has not had such a fucking... I hope people don't see it with an asterisk on it. I mean, obviously, like you said there, with the banter, the Man U fans, the Everton fans, they're going to give you the shit for it. And rightly so, fucking it. That's a lot of the fucking... The best parts of football is the fucking banter between clubs, the fucking shit that everybody can... It's a galvanising fucking quality that a lot of football fans have, is that in any social situation, you've got something that you can glob onto, you know. Val Mersel, nice to have you, mate. So I hope as a Liverpool fan, Wills, you don't see it as having an asterisk on it, the title win, and you don't feel like it's a waste of a year. To be fair, you'll probably win it again next year, in all honesty. 3 of your back 4, 4 of your back 5 even, I would say, would get into every single team in the Premier League, in Serie A, in any World 11 that you pick. You know, your 2 fullbacks are the best 2 fullbacks in the league. An out-and-out striker would be fantastic for Liverpool. Really would. Don't get me wrong, Firmino is brilliant. But he... How do I put this? He's not that number 9. He's not a Michael Owen. He's not a Wayne Rooney. He's not a Van Nistelrooy. He's not one of those guys who can be so clinical that he wins points on his own. Don't get me wrong, he chips in with plenty of goals, you know, because of Salah and Mana on the wings. He doesn't need to be getting 20 goals a season because they're doing it for him. And he brings those 2 into play, and he allows them in that formation to be as creative as they are and to get as many goals as they are by bringing them into play. But yeah, I'd like to see more goals from him, or for them to bring in a striker who can win games on his own, like Vardy does for us. Granted, he isn't at the minute because he's just... I can't remember Vardy touching the fucking ball. It's as if Vardy thinks that the ball's got COVID-19 and he's keeping a socially distant 2 metres from the fucker. But yeah, Liverpool need a player like that, in all honesty. I don't know who that player is. It could have been Timo Werner, but obviously he's gone Chelsea now. So is Vardy still unfair? Like, fucking playing like it, yeah. Oh, dear me. I think he's still on target for top goal scorer. He must still be on target for top goal scorer. What a fucking shit half that is. 4 shots on target, not 1 gone in. Fucking Jamie Langfield. Yeah, Vardy, class at the start of the season. Just, I don't know if it's we've not really got a settled midfield, other than Ndidi, who is for fuck's sake, that is a sickener. There's no point fucking changing anything now. That's 3 points down. The pisser. That's a real shame. Other than Ndidi, we don't have a settled midfield. Barnes is hot and cold on the left. Really good prospect, but couldn't finish his fucking dinner. Couldn't finish a crossword. Couldn't finish a fucking Sudoku with 99% of the fucking crossword Sudoku filled in. Sorry. If he gets that sorted, we'll be fantastic. We'll play for England. My issue with that is we've been saying that about Demarai Gray, since 2015. And he's not learnt to finish. And he's pretty much hanging around still, based on the fact that he could maybe still be good. I really hope that doesn't happen for Harvey Barnes, because he is fucking class on his day. Chilwell, again, fantastic on his day. I remember seeing him against Atletico Madrid the year we were in the Champions League, after we'd won the Premier League, and he took the team on his back on his own. And he's got the ability to go out and be a Gareth Bale type player. He's got that in him. Gray just hasn't lived up to the hype at all. At all. He's got flashes of brilliance in him, and that's where he's becoming a pretty solid impact substitute. But for a while, we as Leicester fans have been saying, if he went out on loan somewhere and got a really good run out at a Bournemouth, a Newcastle, not quite so much anymore because they've got a fuckload of money, so one of those sort of teams that do it, Sheffield United at the minute, a Burnley, teams that aren't going to get relegated, although Bournemouth probably are at the minute, in fairness. How much is he going for? Fuck. Teams that aren't going to get relegated but need him enough for him to be playing week in, week out. If he got 30 games in a season, I think his confidence, because he's a confidence player, if he peaked his confidence up, yes, would I? If his confidence was built up enough that he could bring that back to Leicester and compete for first team space, he could be very good. But the problem we've got at the minute is Maddison's in and out of the team. He could be brilliant. Tielemans is fucking hot and cold. Dennis Pratt looks a solid player, but he's a 7 out of 10 player every week. And because of that, our midfield isn't settled. So there's 4 midfield spaces up for grabs. Perez the same, out on the right wing. Fuck knows why we're playing Mark Albrighton. He's dross. All he's got in him is a very good cross. But a very good cross is completely pointless when there's no one in the middle to cross it to. Right, that's my Leicester City rant over. Anyway, right, what we got? We'll play this last game. We'll play Hibs, and then I shall bow out, because the lads from Falling by the Tayside, which everybody should be watching, obviously, shall be on in a bit. And I need to get another beer before I start watching them. But has anybody got anything they want to see? They want to question. They want to test me on before I go in 5 minutes or so. Sounds like it's a fucking Budweiser, mate. It's not. Is it very loud down the microphone? We can't really call Budweisers tasty, but they're cheap and available, and is needed as a Leicester fan sitting through that fucking horror show that was post-lockdown football. Fucking end on a win there, for fuck's sake. Here we go, Chewy. Hallelujah. Fucking, yeah. Everton are an odd one. They're one of those teams that shouldn't be as shit as they are. Now, under Moyes, they were run pretty well. They had some decent players, but nobody exceptional. They've paid a fuckload of money for players like Sigurdsson, and Iwobi, Pickford, and they're still fucking average. Fucking shredded. There we go. This is better. Where's this fucking Ayr team been all fucking stream? Bastards. Fucking Moyes is keen. Yes, Chudley F. Yeah, fuck it. They've spent so much money to be as average as they are. Really have. Fantastic result. That's a bit better. 6 points from 3. That's not horrendous. I think I can go out on that with my head held high. Yeah, can't fault that too much. But up and downstream for Ayr. Let's have a quick run through. Fucking terrible loss to a Yugoslavian nonsense team. Losing to Zenit St. Petersburg in the Intertoto Cup. But, you know, beating Rangers. Motherwell I'd like to beat after fucking the tail end of last season. Beating Hibs, I think it gives me something to aim for in the next stream. But I shall finish the Budweiser and crack on, ready for Boise and Mellors, fallen by the Tayside in a little while. Cheers, guys. I shall see you on the next. Toodles.